another sign. I thought it was pretty interesting. Each layer was basically formed over millions of years of water erosion. So 45 million years without ever stopping or changing its rate. And the calcium deposits. Welcome back to my car, and let me just say this was pretty cool. Pretty simple, easy free thing to do. And let me just say like how much it looks like Star Wars right here. Like straight out of Star Wars. I can't even believe it. It's just the craziest thing. You don't see shit like this in Illinois. Yeah. So that's the trail that I was just on. I just came over here to get some air. So, learning a lot about this mountain. It's pretty cool. This is very prehistoric. I saw it as a geological point of interest. So said the sign on the side of the road. It basically predates that back to the prehistoric period, and there's a bunch of stuff that goes on around here that talks about that. There's Dinosaur Park that I still haven't been able to go to, but basically there's all these different layers of rock, and they basically oxidized like rust because there is, I believe, a lack of oxygen. I can't remember what the sign says. Here it is. So, for 25 million years after the Dakota Group was deposited, the region lay under the sea. Thousands of meters of mudstone and limestone, the Benton Group, Niobrara Formation, and Pierre Shale were built on these seafloors about 70 million years ago. Forces deep in the earth slowly warped the region upward. The sea gradually withdrew, leaving behind the shoreline deposits of the Fox Hill Sandstone and overlying coastal plain deposits, bearing the Laramie Foundation. Once again, the land surface was exposed. With just a few million years after the labor pains of an upwarp, the rate of uplift increased and the modern Rocky Mountain Range was born. As the core of the range rose higher, the formations along the flanks continued to bend upward. The sedimentary layers, nearly horizontal to begin with, were tilted, as the road cut clearly shows. Along the Rocky Mountain front, up-tilted hard layers have resisted erosion and stand as long, narrow ridges or hogbacks. Softer layers have eroded more quickly, forming the valleys between the lowlands of the east. The I-70 is cut through the Dakota Hodgeback, also called the Dinosaur Ridge, at this location. So what they were saying is you can see all the different colors. I don't know if you can see it on my phone as good. You could definitely see it on that mountain more prominently. But it was just really interesting to learn that the dark soil, where it's more dark like this, is sort of gives off a sulfur smell because it has the remnants of prehistoric life inside, and that mineral becomes pyrite or fool's gold. And I just thought that that was just the most interesting thing. And you can really smell the sulfur in the darker layer once you get over here. And it's just really interesting to learn that these organisms have survived this long and that they're still here. Because that's a long time. So, and it just goes up and up and up. It's just really cool. Really beautiful. Really interesting. I love geology a lot and science, so yeah, I thought this is pretty cool.